Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I actually just tried live streaming from YouTube and I was clueless. I was going to share it here and try to live stream, but I couldn't figure it out. So here we are. For some reason, my videos, I can't download them any longer. I don't know if they made some changes to Facebook, but it's not letting me download them and put them over into YouTube. So, good morning. Good morning, Nancy and Nancy. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I gotta figure that out. But anyways, I can't seem to get my last two videos. I have not been able to download them, to save them, and then put them over in my YouTube channel, which I like to store them, and they won't let me. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Facebook made some changes and they are not allowing you to download videos to save, which wouldn't surprise me because I don't want people saving things that, you know, how everything was going. Crazy. Okay. Well, yay, I'm seeing some comments today. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna give it about a minute. I was a little bit more prepared today than I usually am. So we'll see though, right? Once I get into what I'm doing, we'll see if I have everything that I needed. So I'm actually coming to you in my front room, which is very light and bright and airy. I got all these windows. So it's nice and bright out front here. And as you can see today, we're gonna use the convection oven. Just turned it on, so I'm kind of waiting for it to get up to temp. So if anybody's coming in, welcome and good morning. I am in Pennsylvania, it's 11 a.m. here. So we are still on morning time. Yesterday was really nice here. Today's not too bad either. It's supposed to drop off in temps though. Yesterday was like 48 degrees. It was windy though. And then it's only in like the 30s today. So, and then tomorrow's only supposed to be in the 20s. So it was a nice day yesterday, even with a little bit of wind. It was nice and warm. But, so we're gonna use the convection oven today. I know quite a few of you had gotten some for Christmas gifts, which was awesome. And so we're gonna use it today. I use the Oster extra large, and it has the French doors, which I love. And it's tall enough to fit my tumblers standing, so I can put several in there. So I like that because I don't have to lay them down. There's only been one tumbler, a 30-ounce straight. It was too tall, and I've had to lay it on, this is one of the racks that comes out of it. And I've had to lay it on the rack. This is just a cookie sheet that I have for like cooling items. But this right here, rack literally goes in there whenever I need it. I've only used it one time though. But I can put coffee cups in here, tumblers in here. A lot of things can go in here, which is awesome. So we're gonna use that today. If you are new to sublimation and you're kind of just hopping in to just, you know, see what's going on. I know a lot of you are just coming over and getting interested in sublimation. So welcome. I'm going to try to go a little bit slower because we do have some new people that are new to sublimation and they're just getting into it, have a few things that they want to do and they've not done it yet. So I like to kind of just assume that everybody's new and always try to go over the steps with you. All right, so if you're watching, give a thumbs up or a heart. Let me know you're here. We have 29 people on currently. I know sometimes I'm a lurker in the background too, so, and I don't talk a lot. I'm in a lot of groups and I just kind of lurk in the background. I'm currently waiting for my oven to get to heat because I just turned it on. So we needed to, we're gonna do tumblers today. We needed to get to 360 degrees. And my steel tumblers, I do at 6 minutes, okay? So we have a different one today that I have, I got a few of them in. They are gonna be over in my shop and they are so beautiful when they're done. Good morning, April and Angie. Baltimore, Cindy. Okay. All right, so it's actually up to temp. So let me show you what we're doing today. I got these beautiful tumblers in. These are 30 ounces. They come with a lid. Look how stunning these are. And I got them in several different colors. Here's a pink and a purple. Here is a red and a blue. Now these are already sprayed. They're already ready for sublimation, okay? And I also got a black. And I just did one of these for a gift for a friend and it turned out stunning. It was for a guy. So these are great guy cups as well. I probably would say that these two, I did this one for my nephew for Christmas. So these two are definitely more like manly colors, I would say. These are a little bit more softer and more of a pastel. So, but you know, it's up to you. You probably could get away with this if you're looking for even like manly. It's a little bit lighter pastel, but you know, if you're looking for them, because I know a lot of times we make a lot of things for women. They're more on the ladies' side than they are on the men, but these are perfect for the gentleman in your life. So if you're looking to, you know, this would be great for Valentine's Day. And this is a great color too. And you know, guys like to carry these. My husband has some that he had gotten actually from Harley Davidson, and he carries the tumblers from Harley. So he likes to put, he likes chai lattes, so he drinks his chai lattes in this. He's not a coffee drinker, but he does like the chai teas. So he does that and he'll use it for that. And in the summertime, he'll put a sweet tea in them, okay? So I already listed these over in my Etsy shop. Now I have limited quantities, so I'm gonna let you know that right away. I have the 5 colors listed over there. So if this is something you're interested, you need to grab them in my Etsy shop because they are limited, okay? I'm gonna try to get more of these in, so just so you know, okay? All right, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. All right, so we're already up to temp here that we need. Matter of fact, it was running a little bit hot, so I'm gonna let it air out just a minute, because sometimes when the doors are closed and I have it set at 360, it goes up to about 400 after a while. Now, when you're doing the convection ovens, all right, you need to make sure that it is on turbo setting. Most of them say they have a turbo setting on it. That means that it's convection. Unless yours literally says convection on it, like this one here has to be on turbo. And I know most of the Oasters say turbo. So make sure it's on turbo setting, not on a bake or toast or broil or even warm. And then make sure that your temperature is 360. And like I said, we are gonna do these at 6 minutes. And I will tell you there is a, on this third button, let's see if I can show you here. On this third button right here, there is, if you turn it all the way to the left, there's a stay on, instead of using this timer here where there's like numbers around here where you can use a timer. I just turn it all the way to the left and it just stays on until I'm done working with it. Okay, let's try and keep you there so you can see. And as you can see, I took out the middle. This usually goes in the middle. It's the rack that you can put in here. There's actually two of them. I took them out because I'm going to stand my cups in between the wire bars, the heater bars in here, okay? So that's what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so let's get moving on these. And let me get a pair of scissors. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a purple one today. Okay, so these are sublimation ready. All right, these are the 30-ounce ones. So when you do them, you got to take off the lid. So let's get the lid, because the lid is plastic. It will melt in there. There's no need to have the lid on. And I'm actually, this design also, and all of my designs are 40% off today until Sunday at midnight. To put all the metal tray on top of bars. Someone said to put all the metal tray on top of bars. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't. So I just put my cups in between the middle. So this design, all designs are 40% off in my shop. This is one of the designs I have in my shop. We're going to do it. It's a purple design. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bethany. So I'm going to do it on this cup. All right. So I do start out with taking some rubbing alcohol. I just use regular rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to clean my cup a little. Okay. Because I did do, like I said, I did a few of these cups over the Christmas holiday. And I don't know if they had a little lint on them or not. And I just put it on a paper towel and I rubbed them. And I usually do that to my mugs too, just to get any fingerprints or that was maybe done when they were packed up or anything like that. So I like to try to clean my cups and my mugs. And rubbing alcohol dries really quickly. Okay. So now that it's nice and clean, I'm just going to take this. This is mirror imaged. So if you're new to sublimation, you have to do mirror imaged. Very rarely in sublimation do we not do a mirrored image. There's only a few items so far that I've come across. Other than that, like 99% of the time your item is mirrored. I know it looks, straight to you like regular, but it's not, because this camera's reversing. So this is mirror imaged, and all I'm going to do is I am going to center it on my cup, and I'm going to heat tape it. Okay. Now there is a little trick to these cups, because these cups have the colored bottoms to them. That you need to, there's a little tip to this, okay? So one side, and then I am gonna do one on the other side too. So we're gonna have two of them, okay? I'm just gonna eyeball this. And make sure you're using good heat tape, because if you don't, a lot of people, I've had just a few people message me over last week and was saying that their heat tape leaves residue, or it may leave like some yellowing. Just be careful where you're getting your heat tape from, because I know sometimes on Amazon, some of the things that they say are meant for sublimation is not up to quality sublimation standards, okay? So just be careful where you're buying. I always say get from a reputable company if so. And a lot of you know that I love Coastal Business, and you can go ahead and use that. You can go get the heat tape there, and their heat tape's really good. Okay, so I just put both of my designs. I taped both of my designs down, and I've always used the Coastal Business heat tape, and I've never had an issue with it ever leaving residue on any blankets, fabrics, cups, anything. Okay. Okay, so now that I got that on there we are. there's one really important thing that you need to do that you usually don't need to do. Usually we would just take our shrink wrap and put it on, but we can't do that with these, because when the shrink wrap seems to touch this coating here, the coloring, it sticks. So we don't do that with this. When I first got these, I probably ruined about 7 or 8 of them until I realized that, you know, there was an issue with my shrink wrap sticking to this. So I take the butcher paper and I cut it down and I use it on here to cover my design. And then it also will cover down below. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover my design. I'm going to get it lined up across the top. And then I'm just going to tape this on. I know some people like to just do the tape method. I've never really had real good success with that. I don't know if I'm not taping it secure enough, so I like the shrink wrap. If you are able to, you have success with just on the tape method where you just tape your design on, that will probably work, but I don't have good success with that. So because I'm using the shrink wrap, I need to cover this design now with the butcher paper so that my shrink wrap is literally not going to touch this here. Okay, and then I am just going to put my shrink wrap over it, and then I'm going to secure it. And with these cups, if you order them in my shop, they will come with shrink wrap. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is I put my shrink wrap sleeve over it. And then I'm going to shrink it. And this is where the magic comes in. And shrink wrap is what really gets the design down, like tight, that you need, so that you get that print on it. Okay, so now this is tightly shrinked against it. And again, this is not, now the shrink wrap's not touching my color down here, okay? And we are gonna put it in for 6 minutes. And see, you could, I don't know if you could see that, but my cup literally stands tall in there. Hey Siri. It's not gonna work. Let me get my timer set. Okay, I got my timer set. So we're gonna wait 6 minutes. Where do you order the shrink wrap from? Usually I get it with my orders from when I order from China. So I've not had to order that. Where do I get the color tumblers? They are in my shop. They're in my Etsy shop. I have limited quantity right now. So I'm waiting to hear back to see if I'm going to try to get a whole lot more of these. I wanted to try them first. Okay. So, but yeah, these turned out super nice. So I was really excited. Like I said, I had ruined a couple in the very beginning just because I didn't realize what was going wrong because I was putting the shrink wrap like we normally do over the whole thing. Do I ever get to, I've never got the clear, no, I have not from Coastal, but I will tell you though, to be honest, I trust almost everything that they've ever had. I've never had an issue with it. So you might be able to, I probably would say I can't see what the issue would be to get it from Coastal. So I've just always, when I place my order, I have a rep in China that I use, several reps for different things, and I usually just get things there. Because I do a lot of, most of my things I do from you know, overseas. I do a lot of importing from them. All right, so, but these turn out stunning when finished. Yes, these are in my shop, and they come in several different colors. There's 5 different colors. I got the purple in there now. We got a red, we got a black, and then the 3 pastel colors would be blue, pink, and then a purple. Okay, from Condi. Okay, yeah, Condi's another great place to get shrink wrap from. I know several people said that they've used theirs too. So, okay. So 350 or 360 degrees, 6 minutes on these. Another question is, a lot of people want to know what kind of papers I use and what inks I use. I don't know if you can see. Let's turn you here. This is kind of my setup here. I have, currently what I have set up right now is I'm using and I've used this for, this has been 3 years I've used these, is the Epson's 7720. And I use, as you can see it hanging here, I use the continuous ink supply system from inkproducts.com. You can go ahead and go there and get your inks. I love their inks. I've never had an issue with it. Black rubber bottom. No, Maria, these ones don't have the black rubber bottoms. So I use the continuous ink supply system from inkproducts.com, and I've used that from the very beginning. I've never had any issues with their inks or anything like that. So I love their inks. They've always been nice and vibrant, and I've always loved their inks. So, and the papers that I use are A-sub papers, and I use it in a 120 G. I used to use the 125, but then I had found my papers jammed a little bit more in my printer. So just by accident, they were out one time in that, and I had to order a 120. And I noticed that my papers didn't jam as often. So I've kind of just stuck there with the 120, and I love it. Where I got my oven, I either got it at Walmart.com. I think Target.com has it, and so does Amazon. So honestly, I just say shop around for the oven, and a lot of times you can catch them. I know right at Christmas time they were on sale a lot. I want to say I paid about between 120 and 150 they run. If you can get them on sale, you can get them sometimes for around 120, I think. So I'm sure when I got this, I think it was on sale, but it might not have been. So just look around. I know Walmart.com usually has them. Yeah, but I love this oven just because it is tall. Okay, and another thing you're going to need is good gloves. All right, so if you are doing these tumblers, mugs, anything like that, slates, get yourself a good pair of gloves. These are the UV gloves, and I did get these off of Amazon. I have thinner ones that I use for some other items, but when I was getting these steel tumblers out of the oven, I needed a heavier glove. So these are just the UV gloves, OVE, and you literally can use these to pull out baking sheets from your oven and stuff. For the oven, what temperature do you need to make sure it reaches? Probably at least 400, but I only used mine so far at 360. That seems to be a good spot even for mugs. So I do my mugs and my tumblers and that at 360 degrees. And most of the ovens, the biggest thing is, and just remember this, it has to be a convection oven. It cannot be just a regular toaster oven. It has to have a convection setting. That's the setting that you need to use when you're doing your items, okay? We don't bake them, we don't toast them. What else is on here? And we don't broil them, all right? Or you'll just burn your item that you're trying to make. It has to be convection. So with these, with the convection on the Oster, there's a turbo setting, and that's the setting it needs to be on. Okay, so just a regular toaster oven doesn't work. It has to be convection. Okay, my timer. Alexa, stop. Okay, hold on, let me get my Alexa stopped. Alexa, stop. Okay. Now these get super hot. Oh, I forgot my cutter. Sorry, I forgot my X-Acto knife. Okay, what about the ovens that have turbo settings? Should I not use that setting? Oh no, you need to use the turbo setting. That's usually, it usually gets the oven moving around, the air moving around. Okay, okay. So an easy way to get these off is I use an X-Acto knife, and I just make a score down it. And then I score it, and then they just come right off. Just make sure you don't score through to your paper. Okay. So as you can see, nothing stuck to it. My shrink wrap didn't stick to it. Can't even talk. Okay. They are hot. Look how beautiful. It's just, I really think that when they did the bottoms like this, it kind of stepped up the game to giving these plain tumblers giving these plain tumblers a new look. I mean, look how pretty. And this design is mine. It's in my shop. It's so nice on this purple just because it is purple. And like I said, I did these are great guy gifts if you want to do the red or the black, simply because guys like these mugs. They're great in the summertime. They keep your items cold for 12 to 24 hours. These are double walled, so they will definitely keep their items, you know, cold in the summer. And like I said, my husband carries his chai latte in this. All right. Do they come in a smaller size as well? But only right now, only have the 30 ounces. You know, that'd be something that I can see about getting and looking into. And it does come with a lid. And the lid is, this is the lid. And it is the slider lid. Okay, so if you do have a straw, these don't come with a straw and they don't have the rubber bottom on it. But if you do have the straw or anything like that, sorry, I had a call. It will fit in here, okay? But it also got the slider lid. Let me go cool this down. I'm gonna put it in water so that I can hold it, okay? They cool down very quickly. Oh, it's actually cool enough for me to even touch it now. Okay, so, I mean, look at how beautiful these turn out. They turn out stunning. But the biggest thing is that you have to remember is, if you're using shrink wrap, you must put the butcher paper over it. It is so important, because if your shrink wrap even touches this coloring here, it literally, it sticks to it, and it does not come off. I've tried waters, I've tried everything, okay? So this design is in my shop, and these cups are in my shop. And if you are looking to get them, please do so, just because they're on limited quantity, okay? But easy peasy, beautiful. And look at all the colors. Let's see if I can give you a setup of all these colors. Can you see those? I mean, these are stunning. These are definitely gifts that I'm going to be giving. I gave some for Christmas because I had ordered them in as some samples. and I love them. Does the heat affect the color? No. No, not at all. You might be seeing a shine just because I got so many windows here. No, my colors on my mugs have not changed. Sometimes they look a little bit, it's just because of the heat when you first get them out, but as soon as they cool, no, I've not had any color change on any of the mugs. And I've done every mug color, okay? So I've not had any issues with that. I don't know who in the world keeps calling me. But yeah, beautiful. They're so cute. Yeah, I love these. That's it, guys. Today was like a super easy, super fast video. And I know a lot of you are into the tumblers. We have Valentine's Day coming up. This red would be beautiful with some, you know, some designs on it, some Valentine's designs. I know I have got, personally myself, we have gotten so many tumblers at home. I literally have so many tumblers, and we use them all the time. Will there be more colors? As of right now, these are the only colors that I have. Okay. Do I have stemless wine ones in mind for the future? I do have some in the back that I'm gonna go and I need to get some designs made up for, and I just need to get them out and get them. If you would see my shop, sometimes I have things that are still just packed and I need to get them unpacked, and that's one of the things. So I do have some stemless wine glasses, so I got to get them unpacked, get them listed. Okay. All right, there we are. Look at those, beautiful. So super exciting. And I just got word, the Tooth Fairy pillows that we did, they will be, they were shipped today. I'm probably thinking I will have them within a few days. Okay, so be watching for those. I'll let you know whenever they come in though, because I want to get them out immediately. Okay, yeah. So limited stock, especially in some of the colors. I didn't get as many colors. I had ordered them, and they didn't have as many on hand as some of the others. All right, so biggest thing is, if you're new to sublimation, make sure you got a good quality heat tape. That's very important. If you're gonna be doing tumblers, you need to get a convection oven. It has to be convection. It cannot be just a toaster oven. All right. So, and it doesn't have to be this large. You could get a smaller one, and these can be laid down. So don't think that it has to be tall that you can do that. I have laid them down on my middle one. Like I said, I've done 30-ounce ones that were too tall. You can lay them down, and people suggest turning them. I've never turned mine, but it wouldn't hurt to if you want to turn them halfways. So even if you have a smaller oven, you can put them on a rack, and then you can lay them down and sublimate them that way. I am a shrink wrap kind of girl, so I absolutely recommend shrink wrap. If you can get the tape to do it, a lot of people have a tape method. With sublimation, the thing that really needs to keep in mind is pressure is also involved with doing sublimation, whether it be on a heat press or whatever, like your mugs or anything like that. You need pressure. So that's why I like the shrink wrap. It's almost guaranteed to work every single time. Very few times have I not had, the pressure's awesome. Very few times when I messed up, it was just because of user error, and it had nothing to do with the shrink wrap. It was just me not doing it correctly. So you know, shrink wrap I recommend, and of course the butcher paper, especially for this, because you don't want your shrink wrap to touch your colored bottoms, because they will stick and then you will not be able to get that off. I ruined about 7 mugs until I finally was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I realized I needed to cover that, and this seemed to work. All right, and that's pretty much it. So those are just some things How long does it take to get the tumblers? From me to you, I usually mail same day. Very occasionally will I, sometimes if it's going through the weekend, I will mail on a Monday. But, because I don't work the weekends. But usually I'm either same day mailing or next day mailing. So, however long from there. I'm usually pretty quick with mailing. At least I try to be. Yeah. There they are. Look how pretty. I mean, these are just stunning. Let's give you a close-up again of it. Look at the colors. Sorry about the lighting. I have a lot of windows here. But these turn out so, so nice. So nice. And all of my designs are 40% off if you're looking. All right. What printer do I use? I have this one. This is the 77, the Epson Workforce 7720. And I use the, as you can see right here, the continuous ink supply system from inkproducts.com. Okay. And A-Sub papers, A-Sub 120 I use. Okay. But I did get a new printer in. I haven't got it set up yet. It just came last week, and I need to get another table because I was not expecting it. When it said it was a large format printer, they've been out. I ordered this last year in I think April, and it never came in. They were out. Epson was like sold out everywhere. And then at Christmas, my husband, because I canceled the order because it never came in. So I finally just said, no. So I went and found it somewhere else, and my husband bought me it for Christmas. So I got the large format one, and I was not expecting it to be that large. I got the F570, and it's ginormous. I know it prints like 24 inches, so I don't know what I was thinking whenever I got it, that I didn't need that much table space, but now I got to buy another table for it. So, but I'm going to be using that one. I'm going to be setting it up, and I might do a setup on it for anybody that's interested. I might do a video of me setting it up. So it's very large, and I was not prepared for that. Matter of fact, it came in on freight, which I was like, okay. What size are the Tooth Fairy pillows? They are 6x6, but as of right now, they sold out. So, but I do have some more coming. Had to increase my saturation by 40% on all my designs. Yeah. Have you changed any inks or anything like that? Have you done any head cleanings? Because sometimes make sure you do regular head cleanings. That's the thing when you get these with the Epsons. You have to perform your own maintenance on it. It does not do that for you. So keep that in mind. After so many prints, I will go in and do a back-to-back head cleaning. Some people will just do one. I will do back-to-back. I'll do one and then I'll do another one. And it usually keeps my lines flowing because I do a lot of printing and I need to continually keep the heads cleaned on it to make sure that my colors and my inks are going through correctly. So maybe try that, Robin. That's what I would suggest, okay? Other than that, I don't know why they wouldn't be printing as vibrant. And also remember, I'm sure you probably know, but also remember that your prints don't have to be as vibrant as what they press. It's always going to come out, not as vibrant. The heat activates the vibrancy, okay? How old is my ink? I go through a lot of ink, so my ink doesn't sit around. I probably fill these tanks once every, I'm already getting low again, probably once every 2 to 3 weeks, or even less, or even more. I print a lot. Sometimes, and you know what, Robin? Sometimes when I add ink to mine, I don't know if it gets a bubble in it or not. I I will have an issue, and it's only with my black, that I will have to go in and I'll have to do maybe 3 head cleanings because it gets weird, and I don't know why. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, Tina, I'm trying to keep up with it. Okay, yeah. So maybe that could be the factor that her ink maybe is sitting around. She just added ink. I don't know them. Yeah, my tanks actually hang on the side right here. So I have a little, they just hang there. Yeah, so I think one day, you know, I've got this hat press here. Isn't this sad to say? I have not used it yet, and I've had that for almost a year. Isn't that horrible? I think I need to do a video. I have all these hats. You can see right here. This is a bin filled with hats. Filled. Got a heat press. Also, I got it for logo printing on my shirts because I print my logo on the inside where the tag would be. Not used it. I get my little handheld one out. I don't even know what I need to just start using this. So I think this is a goal this year. I am going to use this press. Used one time. Isn't that sad? Like, what am I thinking? I could be making hats, and I don't know why I'm not. My biggest thing is this also it has a little plate for a logo. I really wanted it to stamp my shirts with logos. And here I am using a little easy press. I don't know why. Use it 2 times. Yeah, it just sits. And I don't know why I need to use that. I'm going to make this a goal. We're going to do a video on using this because I need to use this machine. I've not even sold a hat. They just sit in a bin because I've never done them. So shame on me. Okay, so there you go, ladies and gents. These are in my Etsy shop. You can go there. Get them while you can because they are limited and the colors are limited to whatever I was able to get. And but they turn out beautiful. One last time, look how beautiful. I will try to get this video to download to put in my YouTube. Don't know why it's not, but they're not. And so let me try to get that over there. All right, if you have any questions, you can message me or you can get me over in my Etsy shop. I'll put a link to that so that way that you can go head on over as well. Designs are 40% off until Sunday night as well. All right. All right. I love you guys and be blessed.